episode of Black Lounge Talks. Before we even get into it, you know how I like to start. You know, I like to ask, how's everybody doing? How y'all been? How y'all holding up?
I'm suffering from gout.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You suffering?
No, not serious. Let me stop. Let me not.
I'm about to say, how you get gout being in the house?
All that pork, bro.
I mean, gout is actually gonna educate you a little bit. It's the injury of kings. When you're a king, you're constantly sitting on a throne, a computer chair, so you barely lose your legs. So
I
you
think
get gout quite easily.
All right. Michael, how you doing? How you been?
No, I'm alright.
Biggie, you here?
I don't hear him.
All right.
Whoever typing, did you stop?
All right.
Thank you.
As y'all can see today, I have Biggie. I don't know if he's here, but he getting himself together. We have BJ that won't stop with the damn typing that we can all hear. And we have my boy Michael.
It is.
So this week we're gonna be talking about friendships and support. It's going to be an interesting topic, especially because, you know, there's a lot going on as far as with what we're dealing with this pandemic, as far as a lot of people are starting their own, you know, own businesses. A lot of people are starting their own things, and we're also not being able to see each other as often as we can. So, you know, I figured why not talk about it? So I'm gonna start it off with asking before we get into like the juicy meat of it. Pause. I'm gonna start off by asking, you know, what's friendship to y'all? Anybody can go in and, you know, get to answer.
You said what's friendship?
Yeah, what's friendship to y'all? What's friendship? What you consider friendship? What's your, in a sense, stipulations for a friend?
I mean, I think a friend is somebody who just, I guess, there for you.
Okay.
And they got your back, but there really shouldn't be any kind of like stipulations on a real friendship.
No. Not in that sense of stipulation. I mean, like, what's your viewpoint?
Oh, like, so I could come to you to talk, and I expect you to be able to come to me.
Or like, you know, how, like, who, like, what would you consider a friend? What person is like a person you would consider a friend? What's up, Biggie?
Yo, I was on the computer saying hello and shit, and nothing was working, yo.
Well, welcome. You got your shit together. We here.
Jeez.
But yeah, like
that's how I feel. Like a friend is somebody who's like, you know, I expect you to be able to come to me, and just know I'm here if you need me too. Like.
Okay. What about you, BJ? Well, you know, what do you consider, you know, a friend? How do you consider a friend?
Well, I don't have a Webster's dictionary.
I'm not asking for Webster's.
I didn't put it out there to attack you, sir. All right, Jesus Christ.
Get on my nerves.
Like I was saying, I don't have a Webster's dictionary definition for it, but I would say there's certain things you classify as a friend.
Okay.
I could show up out of nowhere and just knock on the door, and only south of you giving birth beside your home because the paramedics didn't show up, I should be like, yo, what's good? Like, you know, it's like it's something serious going down. I'm welcoming you home. I think that's something big right there. I can call you when shit hits the fan, and it's a metal fan too, rotating, and that shit's everywhere, and I can tell you about it. That's another thing. I can tell you that both of my kidneys are failing, and there's no guarantee you'll give me one, but you'll at least think about it for at least 30 minutes. I think those things are very important stipulations to what a friend is.
Not like we ain't friends.
Hey, I guess so. If you need a kidney, you better ask me last.
All right, so you know, that's what you consider a friend, you know, things like that. So like, how would
you can go to that person if you like? You can tell them about your problems, and when shit is bad, like they're not entitled to give you a kidney, but like, motherfucker would think about it like, damn, that's my brother. He's fucking dying. Can I risk this kidney?
Okay.
Can I?
Okay. What about you, Biggie? Like, what do you consider a friend in a sense?
What do I consider a friend? Damn. Wow. Someone that's funny. Someone that's always there.
Okay.
Through thick and thin. Don't complain about shit. Just always helping. Always, willing to listen, willing to talk.
Okay.
Do everything.
All right.
So pretty much the Golden Girls. Golden Girls got it.
I mean, like me personally, I would more or less say, I would consider friend somebody just, you can trust to the point you can trust to the point that even if they do something to break that trust, then you can, y'all both are willing to work through it. Y'all both are willing to have a conversation about it, have a talk about it. That's what I consider a friend or who a friend with. Oh, we got a surprise guest here, Elmo, coming through. He late, but what's up, Elmo?
Elmo,
apologize.
3-year-old.
What's going
Red
on?
puppet?
But yeah, more or less, that's what I would consider a friend, somebody that you could trust. Of course, you want to be able to talk to them, and you feel safe enough to talk to them. But pretty much, yeah, just somebody that you can talk to and deal with and share your ideas with, have a genuine conversation with them. I feel like a lot of times we have a problem with that. We view our friends as somebody that we can talk to, and they just have to give us what we hear or what we want to hear, instead of actually being honest with each other, even if it's something you don't want to hear or if it's not something positive, in a sense of like, oh, I always got to congratulate you. So a friend should be able to tell you when you're doing wrong and things like that too, when you're tripping, in a sense. So that's what I just consider a friend. What would y'all consider some things that would like break a friendship though?
Getting my girl pregnant and then having me raise that bastard baby for 18 years. And then putting that little, no, shut up. And then after 18 years, I put that little nigga through college because he didn't get himself an academic scholarship. And then he drops out in his last semester, and then I find out he ain't mine.
Can we get serious, please?
That's a serious answer.
That was a serious answer, though. But I ain't gonna front. That's only some.
Do that. Listen, I'm gonna tell you little niggas this right now. Do that shit to me, we're gonna have a problem.
That was pretty extreme though. Like that was
It's
pretty
honest.
extreme. All right, so that's what you going with?
That's my
That's
answer.
like the Cleveland show right there.
What?
My name is Cleveland Brown.
And he starts singing. Oh.
What about you, Michael? What about you?
Well, I gotta go next.
You gotta go next. I need you to go next. After that explanation, I need you to go next.
What can break a friendship?
What's like just one thing? Just what's your end all be all that'll break a friendship?
Bitch niggas.
letting other people influence your relationship with the person.
I say bitch niggas. If you got bitch tendencies, don't come around me.
I didn't even ask you yet.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
son.
He wasn't even. Michael wasn't even finished.
That wasn't even necessary. That's
That's
just.
an emotional topic. I can see that.
But so you done, Michael? I'm sorry for the ignorance.
No, it's cool.
All right. So Elma already gave his pretty much.
bitch nigga, hope nigga.
Biggie, what about you?
Just betrayal. That's all.
Betrayal. Okay. You
Like,
wanna?
yeah. Sorry. Basically, you just show your ass. Like, you do one thing, and it's a whole nother thing. Like, you told me one thing, and it's a whole nother. It's just a different thing you're gonna do. So don't tell me something once and then you just change to the
Okay.
next. You feel me?
Okay.
Don't do that.
Sound like a bitch nigga.
Basically.
Okay.
Can we not?
He's right.
All right, but like, can we be more professional? That's all I'm saying.
how professional he wants to be. Certificate, like be certificate professional.
Not just bringing back with just throwing out the word bitch nigga all the time. That's pretty much what he's saying.
We've met the bitch nigga quota.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mount quarter. Okay.
I would pretty much say, I would pretty much say changing up, far as to a point where, and what I mean by that, to a point where we can't talk anymore. Like people tend to have different things that they have to do in life, or maybe doing in life, or things that's going on in life, like kids, just an etc. An abundance of things, especially with what's going on nowadays with the pandemic. That you may not be as close to speak to people as much, but if you move to a point where we can't talk or we can't have a conversation, or you can't be around, you feel like you're not involved, and you just changing up to where we can't even sit and have a discussion, because everybody always have things going on in life. But if we can't talk and have a discussion and come to each other as men, I feel like that's usually where the friendship, relationship, whether whatever it may be, go south. That's my friendship breaker right there at that point. It's like, I won't really say like it's a breaker. It's just like, okay, we gotta separate in a sense, or gotta be distanced from each other. So,
my thing is like, can you can you really consider it a friendship if you're able to do that? Then you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
that's definitely the point. That's definitely the point.
I don't got friends. I got brothers.
Yeah. I definitely feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that.
I don't got no friends. I got brothers.
I definitely feel you on that. I tend to, especially because like I would say this to any of the viewers that end up watching the scene, is that your friendship, application should be extensive. Like, you shouldn't just let any and everybody as a friend. It shouldn't be easy to be a friend, because that is somebody that you should be able to trust without a doubt. Not that they won't break that trust, but you should be able to trust them without a doubt. And you can't just have any and everybody as your friend, because any and everybody isn't at the end of the day. I feel like, a lot of times, especially in the world today, we just allow people and call people our friends, and we don't understand the gravity of that situation, that how tough it should be to be a friend. Like, that's why so many people out here get backstabbed and all kind of shit. Like, people just be letting any and everybody as their friend.
And that's because people be rocking with you for the moment, and then it's like, okay, I found somebody else I want to deal with.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's definitely what tends to happen. A lot of times people with you because what you can do for them, whether it be in a relationship, because you definitely
it's more convenient for me to be your friend right now.
Yeah.
As soon as I get what I need to get together, we out of here.
Yeah. A lot of people are like that. A lot of people are like I said, like they just enjoy you for the moment, because they ain't got nothing else to do. Like, especially, you gotta be careful. Dudes and females, y'all gotta be careful with that. A lot of times people be with you or around you for the moment, just because you are that moment. You are there for that time, and those aren't your friends or even people that you should be around. So that'll go into support. Then do y'all feel like your friends always have to be supportive?
Be honest,
In
no.
what way?
Be honest, I don't feel like none of y'all should be supportive. I gotta support myself. Y'all could give me confidence, give me y'all advice and all, but be supportive. I gotta support myself. I'm gonna put food on the table and I pay my bills. Y'all can't support me for that. So I rather y'all give me like confidence for certain things, like give me ambition. You feel me? But support, I don't need no man or female for no support. I'm my own man. You feel me? I move dolo. If I see y'all, bro. Y'all my family. I love y'all to death. But
Okay.
I'm gonna move like how I move always.
Okay. I can respect that. BJ, just support and far as, it could be anything. Far as what you may be doing in life, who you may be with, a job you may be taking, whatever. Like just a general term as support. Do you feel like a friend should be supportive in everything you do? Like your friend has to be behind you, far as any and everything you do.
I mean, of course, there's limits. I guess you could say moral limits. If supporting you is helping you go down the street just committing some kind of heinous activity, then no. What a support is, once a week we don't get the squad together and we're gonna have some conversations and put that shit up there and have a little podcast, and I don't see a problem with that.
Okay.
So there's different levels, and if you're talking about like a kind of, when I say friendship support, like emotional, kind of mental support, there's nothing wrong with that. Financial, if you're in that capacity to where you can, yeah, you can too.
Okay.
You don't have to, it's up to you, but yeah, it's like, if you can be there and that person came to you and said, we try and do this, and you agreed beforehand, then guess what? You agreed. It was brought up to you like a man, and then you just, just do what you gotta do from there.
Okay. I can respect that. I respect that. What about let's call on you, Biggie. We let Michael go after you.
In some aspects, yes, but in some, no. Some aspects, as in, you could do a few things here and there. Let me at least get like a head up or something. Like, I see what you're doing. Keep doing your thing. I'm proud of you. You feel me? That's just the simple parts, the simple things. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Emotional support.
Yeah, basically. You don't nothing crazy. Like, yo, I see what you're doing. I fucks with it. I support you 100. Huh? I support you 100%. But that's basically it. Besides that, yeah, that's all I can say about it. Honestly.
All right. What about you, Mike?
Yes and no, because as my friend, you're not obligated to do anything, and you should still be my friend at the end of the day. But you should support me because it's like it's cool to have that. Like, hey, keep it up, proud of you, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But also, it's like, if you ain't really like about what you want me to support, then don't expect me to be about supporting you.
Okay.
Like, if you ain't giving me something to support, then stop. Not stop, but like, then don't expect me to just break my neck to support you.
Okay.
Like, if there's nothing there, what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean,
sorry, Cut. Can I add one more thing?
you go ahead. Of course.
And I shouldn't have to. You guys might disagree with. Huh? I like these. I shouldn't have to ask. I shouldn't have to ask you to like, yo, support this and that, because you're my friend. You know what I mean? I would be like, as a friend, I would expect like, yo, all right, cool, they got me. They're gonna, share this and that, or hit me up about this and that.
Okay.
I'm not saying to do that all the time, but it's the simple things. You feel me? The simple shit that counts,
All right. And well, since you you wasn't done? Cause go ahead.
No, that's it. That's it.
And since you did say though that people might disagree, does anybody disagree with what he's saying?
Yeah.
BJ?
You wanna say something?
Like I said, unless you out here killing somebody or doing some shit that I agree with morally, I can give you some emotional support. I don't got nothing against that.
Yeah, no, but we're talking about, did you disagree with what he said? Like, I ain't actually reiterate.
Say it again.
Bruh.
You wasn't even listening.
I wasn't.
Bro,
I
oh my
wasn't.
god.
Don't do that to me.
Oh my God.
He wasn't even listening.
Let me
Because
say
I feel like the answer I just gave supported it, but maybe I missed that.
something.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that.
All right, brother, I got you. Oh, shit.
All right.
He's basically saying like, if he posts something, just because you're his friend, you should be able to like repost it.
Without him asking or
Without
anything,
him,
or
yeah, without
such.
him
Like it
asking.
should be just done.
Oh,
It should just be done.
okay, social media
on-
shit. Yeah, I don't mind doing that if it's nothing. If it's nothing that's like, don't put some fucking Nazi shit up there. I can't repost that. I can, and if I see it, then sure. Now, if I'm aware of it, though, I can do that. Like, like we said with Aaron and with Michael, I'll mention the stuff that they do if I know about it. But if I don't know, I can't do shit about something I don't know about. I gotta be aware.
Okay. Michael.
Yo, what?
It's nigga.
Why you pick your head up off the desk like we in class and you got called?
I didn't expect you to call. Like I said, I don't really agree with that.
Yeah. Like you want to?
So you want me to go? Okay, well,
Yeah.
because I'm the kind of person where it's like, I don't expect anybody to do anything,
Okay.
and I don't expect you to like going off of the example he used, repost my stuff, because it's like, if you don't feel like doing it, then don't do it. I'm gonna keep grinding and doing what I gotta do regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, it'd be cool like if you did it, but like touching on what BJ said, if I don't know about something, don't assume I just seen it because I have a Facebook. You get what I'm saying? Like, I may not know about it. I may
Okay.
not see it. I may have seen it and just forgot to do something about it. Does that mean I don't support you? No, that just means I forgot to do it or I didn't see it. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's why it's like, I see what you're saying as far as that, but I disagree. Because once again, it's like, people show support in different ways. And people like me, for an example, I need to see something before I can support it. You're not about to just tell me, hey, let me get $50 for this project I got. And you ain't even showing me a blueprint. You ain't showing me. You just scribbled one thing on a piece of paper in 3 different pages, and you're like, yeah, this is the blueprint. You want to support it? Like, no, because now you're bringing in my name and there ain't nothing here.
Okay, I definitely agree to that. I can see both sides of it, both sides of the situation. I'm gonna start by saying, my personal viewpoint, especially when it comes to friends and support. I feel like I'm gonna be 100% honest, especially as the older I get. I don't think people, especially people you find close, are obligated to do anything or nothing for you. I want everybody out there, especially if you're planning to start something on your own, or you have an idea or whatever you want to do in life, if you like a girl or like a dude that is everybody been telling you is bad for you. If that is what you want to do, nobody is obligated to support you or be behind you for what you're saying. Especially friends. For example, my own brother is in here and he be doing shit at times that I don't agree with. Whether it be drinking the last little bit of juice. We as people are obligated and have our own mindset. We have our own things going on in life. Especially if, like, everybody in here, I'm proud of, is doing something or trying something or trying to make everything happen. And we can have talks and conversations about it. There's nothing wrong, especially if you come to me. But you, especially as us as men and black men, especially in the social climate that is going on today, nothing in this world is given out for free or just handed to you. I feel like, especially because I have my own podcast to do, for anybody in here, I also play video games on the Twitch channel. Come in and take a look. If I want something reposted, I ask about it. I send it to people. or like, yo, you could share from here. It's not just somebody just like, oh, you got to do it. And if nobody share, because I've done this the fifth podcast. Not everybody in here has reshared it or whatnot. I'm not even sure if everybody in here have looked at it on YouTube. That neither change. That doesn't change what I do or how I view my friends, or saying that they don't fuck with me or y'all don't fuck with me. Y'all not obligated to do something. And I feel like as a person, and this is why I do disagree with Biggie, with what you were saying. I don't have any problem sharing anybody's shit that's in here, or supporting anybody that's in here. When BJ goes live on his channel, I have him as a follow, so I can see it go live. But
wait. Is your notifications turned on?
Yes, notifications always turned on. Everybody in here that streams or whatever, notifications is on. So I don't mind supporting, go and look at it, taking a view or whatnot. But I ain't never shared BJ shit out. But
I'll live.
Exactly. But also, if BJ asks me to, I don't mind, because we're grown men. We should be able to come to, and most of the people that watch the streams, I don't know, I won't say a general age, but I figure they're mostly adults. You should be able to speak to one another and say, you know what, especially your friends, like, you know what, I'm doing this, that, and the third. Can you share this? Because you put this on your timeline or whatnot. A lot of times we put expectations on our friends, on our loved ones or whatever, and just expect them to do something, and that's not right. I feel like something shouldn't be expected. And if you want something done, why not just ask? You know, sometimes people don't see shit. You know, people do be busy. Things do be happening throughout the day, throughout the past 2 months. Like I said, we've been on a giant ass quarantine. Shit be happening. Like, and we all dealing with our own lifestyle and trying to get accustomed to this change in lifestyle. Is it a problem just to ask, like, yo, can you put this out for me? Or yo, I posted something, can you watch it? I feel like a lot of times we just expect so much from people, especially our friends, and that's not right. I personally don't see it right, but I could be tripping, you know? I could be wrong. But it's, like I said, it's not a problem with supporting. I mean, I feel like as a friend, you should support. But if it's not asked, then you're not obligated to do it. That's just how I feel about it. What about you, Emo?
That's facts. It's straight up facts right there. You saying I don't got nothing else to say. It's right there. It's a proven point right there. Best way you said it.
Yeah.
Man, you're all grown. Like, we're not little kids no more. Definitely say it.
Oh, somebody has something else to say?
No, I'm just saying.
No, not you. I thought somebody else was speaking.
Oh.
That's somebody's background.
Oh, so do y'all think people, like, if, for instance, if you do have a friend or friends or a loved one or whatever that doesn't share your stuff, or you into like the 100th time doing something, do you think that person is not a true friend?
No, maybe I just don't like what you do.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Like, it's not even like,
no, it's not throwing no shit as like what you do is trash or whatnot. I get what you're saying.
Maybe what you're doing is just not my cup of tea, and I can say I support you, but I don't want to watch or listen to whatever you're doing. I don't want to see what you're doing because I don't really like it too much. That doesn't mean that you're not my friend. That just means what you're doing is not what I like. Like, maybe I like country music and you make rap.
That's a good point. That's a good point. You know, I don't think that's been said enough, or you hardly ever hear that. So that's a good point. You know.
Yeah, it's like, and my thing is, if you're a real friend, I should be able to say that to you.
Yeah.
Without you taking any offense to it, without you getting in your feelings, without you saying, "Oh, then you're not a real friend." Like, I should be able to say, "Hey, you know, I see what you're doing. Keep up the good work. I don't watch it because it's not what I like."
Yeah, because it's been plenty of times where this man here told me, yo, that stream you did was trash. It
I
happens.
mean, bro, there's been plenty of times you said, yo, that video needs some work. It's been posted for 4 days. Like, I can't take it down now. But
okay, I feel you.
it's the thing. The thing is, as a real friend, I should be able to give constructive criticism without you getting in your bag. That's what a real friend is for. I should be able to say, yo, listen, your mic sound and this, that, and the third, that needs some work. You know what I'm saying? Like, without you being like, oh, so you just don't like my stuff, huh?
Yeah, because BJ done bought 8 mics by now. We don't have to tell them 13 times. Like.
Who buying me a mic?
Huh?
Someone put the money up?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Huh?
You working? You got unemployment?
Oh shit!
That's not the stream. We will ask that about BJ Pockets after.
BJ, what you think though? What you think? Do I need to reiterate the question because you probably want to listen?
Typing up Borderlands stuff. Don't worry.
I mean, if you talk about Borderlands, the Handsome Jack collection that's free on Epic, I already got that. But we'll move
Yo,
on.
stop self-plugging shit that we ain't getting. You know,
Hey, we're
they
not-
ain't they ain't cutting us no check.
They ain't cut me a check either, but he asked a question. I agree with the part you should be able to criticize, especially like just you coming from a place of you my boy, this is what the thing is. You asked me, and I'm gonna give you some criticism to make it better than sure.
That was a tough sentence.
What?
So that was a tough sentence. No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But like, I don't know how. I've never been in that situation. So I don't know how I feel about it. Like with podcasts. I've never done a podcast before. But when you came to me, asked your boy, you said, this one will do. You don't want to be about it. I was like, you know what? Let me try this shit out. I never done it. It was new and it's cool. I've been doing it for a couple weeks now. So I guess as long as you gave it an honest try and it just wasn't for you, then I guess you can't do nothing about that. It just wasn't for you. So overall, I guess I agree. Context is important, but yeah, overall I agree, I guess.
All right, so that's okay. So this will be pretty much a 2-part question. So, do you think that that if you don't show that level of support to it, that y'all still could be cool, y'all still could be friends,
I'll answer right now. Yes, we should be able to still be friends because your work is not why we're friends.
Respect.
What you do is not why we're friends. Like, we should be able to. Like I said, we should be able to give criticism, and it's just that's what it is, just criticism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like, oh well, since you don't like my work, we're not cool anymore. Like that don't even make sense. That's irrational. Like, that does. How do you come to the conclusion that since I don't like your work, we're not cool?
Yeah. What about you, Biggie? What you think?
Repeat the question, please. I'm sorry.
The question is, do you think even if people don't show that level of support, maybe like not posting your stuff, things like that, can you still be friends? Can you still be cool?
Yeah, just keep doing your thing. If they don't, share or anything like that, fuck it. Excuse my language. Life goes on.
Yeah, I'm not ain't a problem though. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Life goes on. It's to a point where it's like you could keep doing what you're doing and stuff like that, and if you have a select that you would expect to share your stuff and it doesn't happen, it's like stop expecting that from that bunch. Just move on, because hey, just keep doing you. Stop, trying to sit back and be all depressed and shit like, yo, this, that, and the third ain't doing this. Just be like, all right, fuck it, life goes on. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
Just, it is what it is.
So, let me just ask, especially because you brought about, like, if you don't have the group that doesn't share or anything, would you personally, or anybody in here, would you then ask them, like, what's up? Why ain't it shit? Or would you even ask them to share it?
You asking just
Or you wait?
No, just in general. Anybody could jump in.
I mean,
That's about the situation though.
Huh?
Like, this is the first time asking. I mean, if So let's say if I did something, and the first time I did it, there was no response. I don't know if I do it again. But if it's like first time, I guess I try. Second time, or second, third, fourth, I don't know.
I'll interject and say something real quick. I'll say this. Yes, I'll just keep asking because one, y'all supposed to be my friends. Like for me, I ask y'all to sub to my Twitch channel. I ask y'all to follow my Twitch channel. Come to the stream at your boy 592 on Twitch all the time.
The self love. The self
All the
love.
time. Like, and my thing is, the only way you're gonna get people to watch your stuff is if you keep bringing it up. I'm never gonna feel like, oh, I am tired of saying this in this, to this certain group of people, because at the end of the day, people forget. You can tell me something today. You can tell me something right now, and I'll forget it in 20 minutes. I guarantee you.
Okay,
That's not good. You know,
I get what you're saying, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What about the amount of times you say it and say it and say it, right, and still nothing happens? Then what?
But
I would
what?
stop.
Then once again, I'll just keep saying it.
But what if nothing happens? That's why I get what you're saying. But what if nothing happens?
But
I say it
let me
100 times.
let me ask this. Let me ask this to you.
Can I get to this question first?
Wait, hold up. Let me just interject because I also want to put some context to things, especially for people out there, especially try to clarify what you're saying. Biggie, what are you asking each and every day? Like far as this conversation, like if you're just or saying each and every day, if you're just saying that this is what you're doing each and every day, then okay. But do you mean it as like each and every day you're asking them to share it, or asking a group of people to share it, or whatever the case may be, or you're just putting that information out there?
Okay, you see what he's saying? Like he's gonna keep saying it and saying it.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, what if you keep doing that and it's still no result?
But this
Then
was, yeah, I get what you're asking, but I'm saying what exactly, or what is it that you're saying?
Like, whatever it is
Share
that
my
you're doing,
ingredient or
like his pop, his streams and stuff. Like, I get what he's saying. You keep doing that and it's still nothing. Then what? You're gonna keep doing it, and
I mean, if you're a group of, like, I see personally,
if we're friends, yeah.
yeah, I see personally because
Question, like, I'm the kind of person where it's like I will say it today, and it may not happen today because you may not be tuning into my stream today. But I'm gonna ask tomorrow, and you may not be able to tune in tomorrow. But I'm gonna keep doing it, and eventually there will be some results. I tell in the group chat, hey, check out my stream all the time. Do everyone come and check out the stream? No, but they'll do it the next day or the day after when I say it. I feel like if you are, especially if you consider these people friends, you should be able to keep saying the same thing 50 million times, and it shouldn't be a problem. Eventually the results will come.
I mean, I would say me personally, like, I just don't look into certain things too heavy and too deep. Like, for example, in our personal life, I've known PJ pretty much since I was 14. I've been telling him for the last damn near going on 15 years or 14 years, like, yo, let me know when you sign online so we can play a game. And he still hasn't told me. So,
I did tell you. I told you last week every day. No,
so I mean, it all depends on what it is. Like, I feel like, like I said, it all depends on context too, because like I could put in the like, say in our personal group chat for those who are out there, I could put in that I'm streaming or whatnot. I'm doing a podcast. That doesn't mean I expect for y'all to share it, throw it up on Facebook, put it on Instagram and all that. I mean, I would like for y'all to come through, but if you don't share it, or if you don't come through, then it's like, okay, fine. I don't stress it.
Do it, right?
Yeah, I'm still gonna do
my
it.
thing too about that is this, right? If you put it in the, let's just say for an example, like my stream and stuff, right? I'm not just gonna put my streaming stuff in the group chat after I haven't said anything for a month and a half and expect everybody to just be on top of it. Like, hey, how you doing? How about that? Like, can we start with that? Oh, hey, how you been? I haven't talked to you in a while. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, share the stream, share the stream, share the stream, and I don't say anything else in the group chat. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and once again, if you feel like, hey, I've posted it a few times or whatever, I'm done posting it, then by all means, it's not saying you're wrong for doing that. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to how they want to go about doing things. That's how life is. But I personally feel like when you're doing something and you let it be known, if they don't tune in or whatever, just let them know next time you're doing something.
Or if you don't want to, then just don't. You know?
Yeah, then just don't.
I don't feel like, you know, that don't. I just don't feel like that puts you know, like a stamp on your friendship. You know, that's all. That's all.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. That shouldn't put a stamp on your friendship or make people, you know, look at things differently. Because like I said, nobody is obligated to anything. Also, you know, because I always have like my little sidebar in every conversation, everything we talk about. I want also people to be careful out there for those who do share your shit and repost it and seem like they with the wave. I've seen it so many times. I've experienced it myself. I've been around it just growing up, especially in Brooklyn. The toxicity of people. You will have people that seem like they're down for you, that seem like they're behind you, seem like they are with it 100%. They will only be there a lot of times for a moment. Especially if all you get is good criticism for people. If all you get is good criticism for people and hands up, those people a lot of times can be there for a moment. Be careful. Truly know the people that you decide to let around you, especially for those, because I know there's people out here, hundreds of people out here that's starting up just shit, starting up podcasts, starting up YouTube channels, starting up whatever, like their music and whatever. Be careful about those people, because people will support you and be behind you and truly not be there for you, truly not be behind you, but just be on the wave. Some people are be with you or be supportive of you because they don't have nothing themselves and they just trying to secure something else in life. People can be leeches in life, so y'all be careful out there. That's why I stick by the saying of, you know, just because somebody don't post something, just because somebody don't give you a round of applause or whatever the case may be, don't mean that they're your friend. People got shit going on in life. Like, it's a lot of shit going on in life. And if you feel like, you know, like the example like Biggie brought up, if you feel like, you know, your group of friends or that group is not being supportive or whatnot, or not posting shit, why not say something? Why not we have to have more conversations as friends with each other when stuff is bothering us, and also be receptive to hearing when shit is bothering us, because we're not always right. For everybody out there, we're not always right. You're not always right in the situation, so be receptive, listen, and actually talk to your friends. Stop giving that expectation out on your friends. If you do not ask for something, it won't happen. Closed mouth don't get fed. Like, that's just how it goes, especially in this industry. Ain't nobody giving you no handouts. Ain't nobody just doing shit. You need to talk.
Well, in most cases, yes, closed mouths don't get fed, but there is something created by the medical industry where they put a liquid into your veins through a needle that can give you the sustenance that you need.
That's not how it works in business.
I'm just saying,
in some areas, yes.
What you talking about?
When it comes down to a hustle,
I'll be okay.
when it comes down to a hustle and a gig you got going on, being quiet and not saying anything about what you're doing, that don't get you nowhere. That really doesn't. If you ain't willing to speak up when something wrong, or speak up when you got an issue with something, or reach out for help, you ain't getting nowhere. I'm still nowhere on Twitch, but I'm always going to ask for support. I'm always going to ask for help, because that's the only way you're going to get somewhere.
Fact, like literally,
It's-
literally.
Sorry.
Literally, you know, shout out to pretty much everybody in here, even like somebody like Tristan, because Tristan, if y'all know, Tristan, one of our homies, he also streams too. But a lot of times we be sitting back, or we'll come into the Discord and we'll have a conversation. We'll talk to each other about like, yo, how can I make this better? What can I do? And then honestly, even if I don't go out there, and this is another sidebar, even if I don't go out there and post your shit, if I sit here and help you get better at what you do, that's the best type of support out there.
That's the only support that matters. 'Cause
That's
at
the
the end
only-
of the day, it doesn't make you weak. It doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing. It just means that you're trying to get better at your craft. Because here's somebody who's looking on the outside and can see what you need to work on. Being
Yeah.
quiet about what you're doing doesn't help you because you never grow. Like, you may think you're doing something perfectly fine until you ask, you know, BJ, hey, yo, am I doing this right? And it's like, nigga, your mic been off for 3 days. You ain't been talking in your podcast.
Facts.
But you don't know it because you ain't asking for criticism. You when someone says something, you just take it as this nigga hating. And that's not the case at all.
Yeah. Do you feel like a lot of times when it comes down to support, people tend to feel like in friendships, they tend to feel like a lot of jealousy or some type of ulterior feeling, maybe not jealousy itself, but ulterior feeling for the issues with support and stuff like that?
Wait, what? Can you what? Can you
Fuck.
Yes, please, again.
Far as what all right, with support, like, and supporting each other a lot of times in friendship, you see like it seems like a lot of times people go through those issues for people supporting them, showing them love, whatever the case may be. Do you feel like it's a lot of times maybe some ulterior issue as far as like jealousy or any other ulterior feelings to why somebody may or may not support?
You know, not all the time.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just like I said, no one is obligated to help you even if they're your friend. Sometimes it just be, I don't want to do it right now, or I don't want to do it at all. That doesn't mean I don't support you. A lot of times it could mean, oh, you know, I don't want to support you because I don't want to see you doing well, but that just means they was never your friend to begin with, and you should have been seen this coming.
Okay. What about you, Biggie?
No. Jealousy, nah. That comes a long way. If it gets that far, then something's really wrong. I wouldn't say it's jealousy involved. I'm saying there's people that have jealousy, of course.
Okay.
People that, but most of the time, it's not really jealousy. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say for that.
Okay. What about you, Biggie? BJ.
Biggie?
All these.
Biggie, your turn.
There's too many B's here. My bad. Damn it.
Okay, my bad. All right. I gotta interject one thing real quick. The Red Wedding, Games of Thrones. Catelyn and Robb Stark didn't see those knives coming, and they was plotting for 3 seasons on their asses. Those knives got them, one in the stomach, one in the neck. And for my answer, I don't think it's jealousy because it's not, I mean, like, especially if we're all on the same level, you know, at the bottom.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with the bottom. You know, the bottom's nice. You can sleep on the bottom. You can't fall under the bottom. But it's just, I don't think it could be jealousy if we're all in the same place. We're all helping each other grow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if there is jealousy at the bottom, then who is slurping?
Somebody's moving it, Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought someone was getting ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
You every podcast you say something wild. Every podcast.
Let me get back to what I was saying. If we're all at the bottom and we're all hustling together, then there shouldn't be. If there is, that's sad, but I don't think there should be if we're at this same level.
Okay, I respect that. I mean, I would say so myself too. I don't believe like all the time is jealousy. Sometimes, I mean, this is all situational. This is why I like to tell everybody that, because it could be. So like, sometimes it may be jealousy, but like I said, and I'm gonna say it again, reiterate it. why not ask? Why not have a conversation? If you have a group of friends, this is why I started off asking about friendship and shit like that. Because you shouldn't just have any old group of people as your friends. Your friendship application should be extensive because people aren't as trustworthy as we let them be. But if you have a group of friends that are trustworthy, that you do feel that you can trust and rely on, why not ask? Like, have a conversation with them. Like I said, but just to find out what's true or not. And if your friends aren't true enough to be telling you exactly how they feel or what they feel about something, they're not your friend anyway. We as people don't all the time do the right things or do what we should be doing or always doing something correctly. Have that conversation with people. If you feel like something is off or something not being done, talk to your friend about it. That's what friends are supposed to be there for. Have a conversation with them. You might find out if they're jealous or not. A conversation will tell you a lot sometimes. So you'll find out. Like I said, it's all situational. A lot of times I don't think it'd be jealousy, whether if they do or don't. Because you can have somebody that's supporting you that is jealous of you. So you know, people gotta be wary and careful of that. So, you know, like I said, just have that conversation with people. Talk to them. Find out. See what's going on. A conversation don't hurt, you know, especially when it comes to level of support and friendship. I'll say it again. I don't feel like friends are always are obligated or always should support, or if you do something, if I post something, like how I'm gonna throw this up on Facebook today. Aaron Little was the Facebook. You know, I'll throw it up on Facebook. I'll throw it on up on the YouTube, the Outside Boys on YouTube. Then don't mean everybody else gotta go and repost it or reshare it or whatnot. I ask, you know, especially if I want other people to do it, but nobody obligated to do it, and that don't mean
never shared any of your Facebook posts.
You really haven't. Never in life, you know, never, ever.
I'm not even gonna lie, I don't. Like, one, I'm not on social media, and two, I just don't feel a need to. Like, I don't feel like because I post or share your stuff, that just shows that I support you. Like, how about when we talk and I give you pointers and I tell you, yo, you know, this could have been done better or this could have been done this way or that way. Does that not mean I support you because I didn't give you a like? So now I don't support you because I didn't repost your stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, why is support limited to that? What I'm doing for you physically, when I'm showing you that I'm doing something for you. Why is that the only way to show that I support you?
I agree. I'm big on like just trying to help people get better, especially as far as my friends. Just trying to help people get better. And I feel like that should be the greatest amount of support because, like, especially everything I've done, as far as photography, as far as the podcast, as far as streaming, everything, like, it's always been like somebody has helped me get to there, or I've bounced ideas off of somebody to help us get better. And I feel like that's always the greatest amount of support. If somebody is taking the time out to help you get better, that's the greatest amount of support out there. That's true support, honestly. That's somebody that you shouldn't even have to question. If they're helping you to get better or reach a better place, that's the best kind of support. Like I said, that a lot of times I'm reposting, especially in social media today, people are just reposting shit. People just be sharing shit and just don't care. People be sharing shit and don't even pay attention to what they're sharing. That don't mean somebody supports you at all. I mean, a share is cool, you know, but that's not the end all be all to support. You have a lot of people that's on Facebook that just posting shit. So, you know, or Instagram that just posting. The amount of shit I see get posted on Instagram is insane.
That's that fake support. Like, oh, I'm gonna show him how I rock with him because he on his way up in the world. So let me just show him my support by giving him, you know, oh, I reposted his photo or whatever. Like, nigga, that don't mean you support me.
A lot of times, and I was just talking to Jasmine about this earlier. A lot of times you have superstars that do that, especially like when you're starting to come up on like Instagram. There's been a couple of people that came out and said that you know, they'll repost your shit just so later they can say that they did something for you.
Yeah, just so they can say, yo, I supported you when nobody knew who you were. Yo, I seen you on a come up. I've been gave you support. I've been shouted you out. Like for an example, I don't even know if this can be really used, but the situation with like Shiggy and Fab.
Yeah,
You
that
knew
could be
that
used.
a while ago.
You know who Shiggy is?
No. Kind of
Yeah.
fucking name.
It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who the person is. It's just about what happened. He did the Drake Kiki dance or whatever, and it blew up. Like it made the song bigger. So Fab wanted him to do a dance for his, for his little song or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, he named the price, and Fab was like, "Yo, I've been showing you support. Remember, I used to repost your old stuff." Like, and it's like that's how people are. They will repost your stuff. So when you blow up and they see you making it, if you got some little bit of clout, they could be like, "Yo, but I was there when you weren't even this, that, and the third."
So I'm not saying Fab is right, but I do have a question. Did Drake pay for the Kiki dance?
He paid him out though,
Right.
but he ain't.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
You know,
He
he.
didn't do the dance to get paid for it. He just was doing the dance to the song. Like he liked the song, so he did a dance to it. It wasn't that he did it with the intentions of getting paid from Drake.
Can I have one last question? Then was this person? I don't know who he is. Was he like maybe just a small personality, and then the song along with the dance made him big, where he was able to charge for dances? Is that the situation?
He was already a personality online.
Okay.
He wasn't as big, but the fact that he made something and it went viral blew him up even more.
And they gave an opportunity to then turn it into a business.
Exactly.
Okay, good. That's the question I want.
This is what I'm saying about support. Just because I see you doing something or I see you repost my stuff, that don't mean you support me. You could have a million intentions behind a repost. I want you to show your support by telling me what can I do to get better, or giving me just some advice. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like that's support.
Just anybody, if anybody playing the podcast back, just move it away from the mic because it's coming through. Like I can hear it sometimes come through. But I 100% agree. Like I 100% agree with that. I mean, support becomes situational based on your friends. Like I said, have a conversation, talk with people, find out. Don't just assume or think or they're not supportive of me because they don't do this, then a third. I always feel, like I said, closed mouth don't get fed. If you don't ask, then 9 times out of 10, I won't even think to do. Especially if, like, I know me personally, I just started posting my own shit, like, just recently. I wasn't even posting my own shit. So,
I still don't post my stuff.
So a lot of times you just gotta ask or have a conversation with somebody. If you truly are friends, have a conversation, find out, get to know. But is there anything anybody want to ask? Anything anybody want to say or throw in?
Nah.
Nah.
Just one thing.
Yeah.
Let's address the elephant in the room. That's all I'm gonna say.
This elephant?
Why y'all ain't following my Twitch at your boy 592? Drop a sub if you got Amazon Prime.
Yo, I'm about to mute him, bro.
Seriously.
The self
Since we're
plugs.
doing that,
Alright, bye.
y'all follow my YouTube page?
I think the biggest situation is Perking BJ is blowing up right now, and y'all don't know about him just yet. PERKING VJ on Twitch.
I can't follow the clout that
Every
I
goddamn day.
Well, fuck it.
Listen, might as well, right?
Follow Greg Robbie TV on YouTube. That's the
Nah,
case.
you ain't been here long enough. You don't,
It don't matter. Y'all my brothers, right? We just spoke about this. Fuck it.
you don't get a self plug.
He got a point.
Y'all just said it, so fuck it.
I'm
Greg
about to
Robbie
ban everybody in here.
Nigga, I've been here every week. You can't ban me. Or show out.
It's-
the only 2 consistent ones. We deserve it. Get out of here.
Can't ban me.
I'm about to
Well,
charge
I'm at
y'all.
podcast. Whoop de doo.
2.
Wow.
Nigga's been a million.
It's been a million. Yep.
We do a podcast every week. Twice a week.
Okay, how many is up on the YouTube page?
At least
Total.
12?
12.
I'm lying. It's like 7, but yeah, 12.
See, you shouldn't even have to ask that question, though.
You don't show support.
Yo, these niggas wild, man.
Dang, yeah,
Oh,
I
my
really
goodness.
can't believe y'all did all that self plugging in here. I'm gonna have to get me some new mods. Like,
Listen,
I can't have y'all be my mods no more. Like,
So
this
we got
is
2 questions. One, I'm not your mod. You didn't make me one. So
you right. You made me okay.
I
So
made
you,
you a mod though. But
so
didn't
you
make me a mod.
definitely getting that ass banned if you gonna keep it here to promote it.
All right. Shit. You didn't make me a mod, so it is what it is. 2, you don't even have the audacity to put my goddamn name on the title, so I ain't got to plug. So I got to talk.
Ain't nobody name on the title, but your name goes into the YouTube description. If y'all go to the Outside
I didn't know
Boys,
that. All right, I'm on Twitch. on YouTube.
Outside Boys with a Z on
Fuck
YouTube.
Google, fuck YouTube. That's right.
That just shows
It's in the
y'all don't show
description.
support. So I should start talking to y'all because y'all don't even know what's on YouTube. That's
Yeah,
wild.
it's
Y'all don't
definitely
even know
in,
the description. That's
it's
wild.
definitely in the description. I make sure I put everybody in the description that be on here. I think except for the first one because I was still learning how to do shit and whatever. But I'll be putting everybody that be on here. I'll put their at or whatever.
Okay,
Alright,
you stop
I gotta
talking.
wait.
You okay? You just died?
You know, I was reading the chat. That's
Gotcha.
my fault. So anything else besides to self promote, or if it's any questions that anybody that's watching wants to put in the chat, we'll take 1 or 2 real quick if there is any. If not, we're gonna wrap it up there.
Mm,
Yeah, you can
Cause-
wrap it up.
cause-
you can wrap it up. Yes, it was
Yeah,
fun.
that's about it, bro.
All right, yeah, because Miller be coming through with the questions though. She be
I mean,
coming-
there's a delay. You want to give her some time?
yeah, I'm giving it like a couple seconds. You know, we reached the
I
hour
feel
mark.
obligated to ask a question.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds
Feel obligated. Ask some questions.
because like yo, this guy BJ is fucking hilarious, man.
Listen, I'm being honest. I let it be known if we got a messenger or a group chat, say something. I'll talk to me. Give me something to bounce off of.
Yeah.
I am like lightning in a bottle on cocaine.
Like
I
my
don't-
thing is too, like ain't nobody at the top of the mountain right now. Like now is the time to be, you know, That's
BJ,
all.
before Michael finished that, BJ put that bottle down. I heard all of that, bro.
Nigga, let me drink my
Alright, it was a good stream.
You know what? How about this? Guess what this is? Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we just fooling around at this point, so we're gonna wrap it up there.
Oh,
I
man,
appreciate-
that's funny.
Oh, wait. As guys, what's the nicest thing a fellow bro has done? I would say the nicest thing,
That's too emotional.
yeah, like that.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
I'll say it, but that's mad emotional.
We
I'm
gotta
not gonna-
answer the question.
I'm-
We can't just ignore it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ignore the question. I'm gonna just
Yeah.
say, without being specific, just being there as a listening ear. We done been through, like, especially because I said I know Michael all my life, know Biggie for years. I've
Yeah,
known.
Michael and Aaron, y'all know my history. Listen up.
Yo, can we not use my government on stream though? Like,
I don't care who you are. I'm gonna always
Okay,
call your
Okay,
government.
your boy and Aaron, y'all know my history, so let's not.
I know BJ for many years, and especially the type of character BJ has been.
Don't do
It's
that.
it's like
DJ since I was like 10.
knowing BJ since I like literally from like 14, 15 years
Oh,
old.
Lord.
That's been and how hellish of a person he is. That's like you have to double the years. So I've known him for at least 30 years.
BJ, at least Aaron ain't call you a lollipop when you was a kid.
Did he
It's-
lick you?
Whoa!
Wow.
This
Alright,
man,
it was a
yeah.
nice stream.
All I'm gonna say is just been a listening ear. I am not ending this stream on that bullshit. I was not edited there. That was some bullshit. But just being a listening ear. That's it. Like you just being there. Like we all been through some shit and just being there for each other.
I'll
But-
say something.
Oh, you nah, you done. You done. I'm muting the voices right now so they can't even hear you.
Brotherly love story. If you mute it, you're a horrible bastard.
No, we won't go. We'll go into love stories or brotherly love stories another time. That'll be another stream. Yeah, you've been canceled. You said 1 2
You
months.
You gonna censor the people? That's crazy.
You canceled. You canceled it to
You
next
cancel me
week.
on stream. That's crazy. Yo.
But that's been another episode of Black Lounge Talks. I appreciate everybody for coming through, for everybody for showing support. Since that's what this episode has been about. I thank y'all. Thank everybody in the chat, everybody watching. Follow No Hurt if you're a new time viewer. Everybody in here has pretty much self-plugged themselves, so a follow won't hurt them either. But that's going to be pretty much it, and we out.
Bye.